Hey, board gamers, this is Will of Garphill. We're going to do a quick run through and overview, as well as my thoughts on Raiders of Scythia. This was originally published as Raiders of the North Sea, but it's been given a facelift, a bit of fine tuning, some new features, and changed into this version, which instead of Vikings, now we are Mongols sweeping our way through Samaria, Assyria, Persia, and Greece. Now, I'll give some very brief comparisons at the end of the video with the Raiders of the North Sea version, but this version is really all you need, and we'll get to that at the end. So let's get down to the table for a quick overview, and then we'll begin. Not everything fits onto the view of my camera here, but off to the side we have the resources. We have these blood-looking tokens to track damage on my characters. We have coins. We have provisions, which are these wooden basket-looking things. And we have kumis, which is in the shape of these goblets. Kumis, interestingly, is a fermented horse or donkey milk, which was popular with the Mongols and some other cultures around that area. And it is typically fermented over a long period of time with unpasteurized milk. And it's supposed to be a little bit carbonated and very alcoholic. So to go with the theme, the Mongols here will be, knock back the alcoholic kumis to heal their wounds. So this is a worker placement game, which means that on my turn, I will be placing a worker in one of the spots on the board shown by squares. The squares will also show either what type of workers may be in that square or a blank spot, which means any worker can go there. And then I'll be taking the action of the location. So for example, I'll place it in the barracks, take the barracks action, and then I must remove a different worker from the town side of the board, and then also take that action. So there's an interesting drop and pull, and I'll cover that more later. Or I can go raiding by placing my worker underneath one of the raids, shown by a tile that has a quest on the opposite side and some resources. And then I must meet the target in terms of how much damage, how much fighting combat ability I have. And that'll determine my output score and perhaps how much damage I take. There will be some dice rolled based on the location. When it gets harder and harder, the larger the rewards, but also the further into Greece we get. Also, the resources are worth points at the end of the game. 2 for gold, 1 for gray, 1 for brown, and 2 blacks for 1 point. And the resources can be used for different things, including turning them in for the quests. Now, this is also a way to upgrade your meeples, which are always temporary, by placing your worker there and then taking the one from the top, completing that raid or that quest. All right, so here we have a player board. You will have a leader card on the left. At the beginning of the game, you'll draft a leader and a basic card in sets. I am playing solo, so there's only 2 available, but it will be a number of sets per player plus 1. And then you have 5 slots for adding to your Mongol horde and being able to also add eagles to the top or horses by sliding them to the bottom. These will add to your combat strength and give some other abilities, which I'll cover during the gameplay. Now, the different locations, we have stables, which require a gray or red worker. And here you can either pay to hire a bird or a horse. You do not need to have a fighter in that slot. However, they are not active unless you have a fighter there. We have the Chief's Tent, which will allow you to either claim a quest somewhere on the board or exchange cattle for food and goods. The barracks will allow you to play a card by paying the cost in coins shown on the top left side of the card. Also, the card, once played, will show your combat value strength on top left. There's also occasionally a additional bonus shown on the cards. For example, this one on the bottom left here is the bonus that is always active. This one says gain 1 point or 1 VP when raiding Assyria, which is this location here. And we have the town center. The town center lets you either discard a card from your hand to use it for its bottom right ability, in this case, gain 3 cards, or activate one of these blue flag abilities, which could either be your leader, or if you have a character with a bird, with an eagle, that has a blue symbol on the top, that means you will be able to use the temporary ability of the card as if it was a permanent leader ability. The silversmith gives you coins based on the color of the meeple or the character that you place there. The intent gives you more characters and delicious kumis. The farm gives you food or provisions. And the market allows you to discard cards for some different bonuses, including the caravan or the wagon provision, which can be hard to get if you don't happen to grab it while raiding. It is required in the later quests. That is one way to get that. Now, I'm going to put these back, and we'll cover over some more of the details later as we play the game. I'm going to be playing against the solo AI, and I'm going to use the Lookout, who is the second easiest AI, but I'm just going to play this one because it is rather simple to run, and there's not too much upkeep. On the AI's turn, I flip over a card, and it does something. So I have 5 cards in hand. I'm going to go ahead and pick a leader. I think I'm going to go for the first one here, Arpada, and gain this character, the gatekeeper, who is with it. These ones are going to be set aside, and the leader is not used, so I'll return him or her to the pile. And it's time to begin. The solo AI player is going to go first, and how the AI works is that there are a number of criteria. So first, you're going to see that the AI is going to attempt to raid Greece. If it is not able to, it will then claim a quest in that order. If there's a spot, that spot in Greece is available, then it will attempt to pay provisions. If it cannot, it will gain provisions. Then it will look at combat value. If it has that combat value, then it will continue. If not, it will gain a horse based on the position. Then it will, if everything is successful, it will raid that location, gain points, and also as a result of the AI card being flipped, you are not allowed to take the action shown in the bottom right corner. It's a little different than playing against human players, because human players would be placing and swapping from different actions. This one just straight up blocks you. But it does add a bit of an interesting way to handle this. So Greece is available. However, we do not have 5 food. So the AI starts with 2. So the AI is going to have 2 additional food. And now it's on my turn. I'm not allowed to place in the chief's tent, which is fine because I can't place there anyways. So I'm going to look at my cards. I've been dealt 5, and I get to keep 3 of them. Oh, 5. And I get to keep 3 of them. So I think earlier on, getting cards that work with easy to access locations is probably a good idea. So I'm going to get rid of her because she plans for Assyria. And I do want to build up some combat power. Now this character gains cards if killed in a raid. That could be useful. Gains Cumis after completing a quest. I feel like she's less useful right now because I'm nowhere near completing any kind of quests, and the only quests we start with are the 2 at the village location. So I am fairly poor, but I do have enough coins to play this character. So I'm going to go to barracks, pay 3 coins to the bank, and play the Avenger to my board. And then I'm going to take the action of the meeting tent and draw 2 more cards. I'm looking to build up my roster of fighters right now, so I have enough power to go in and get some points in Chimeria or Assyria. So I got 2 cards here. Let's see, they're both pretty good. Pay 1 less for wagon while raiding Greece. That's good later on. Or gain 2 strength for raiding Greece. Okay, none of these are great right now, but let's go on to the AI's turn. All right, the AI is looking at Persia, which is available. They are able to spend 3 food. Okay, they are not able to have 4 combat power because the AI only starts with 1. So they're going to grab this first horse. For their action, I'll place another one out. And I cannot place in the meeting tent. That is just fine with me. I am going to go to the silversmith, which is great early on when you have the blue workers because it gives you the most coins. So grab 3. And then I'm going to use town center ability. And I'm going to discard this guy. The barbarian has quite a lot of strength, but I get an eagle for using him. And I think triggering some eagle abilities could be nice. So let's grab this guy and put him over here. And now what that will allow me to do is when I take the town center action, I could trigger this ability and gain 3 cards. I feel like that's already a better version of the meeting tent. All right, the AI is going to look at Persia. It's available. They have 4 food. They only have 3 strength. So they're going to grab a horse to add to their strength. I'm going to have to watch out because they're going to start to raid pretty soon. And I cannot go to the farm. I only, however, have 5 strength. And I'd have to roll a die. Now, dies can add strength. And at least 2, but they can also do a certain amount of damage as shown by the little drops. But I have to distribute those on my characters. So I think I could probably raid now. Oh, no, you know what? I can't because I don't have the food. So let's go get some food, I think. The furthest 2 locations are not available for 2 players. Oh, and too bad, I can't get food because the farm is being blocked right now. That is just unfortunate timing on my part. Yeah, that's too bad. Do I have any way of getting food on my cards? No, I don't. Well, maybe I'll just recruit some characters then. Keep building up my strength. Here, let's try a... That is too bad. I think I'm going to have to wait till next turn to raid. I was hoping to raid sooner, but I can't. I'm blocked. So let's go to the meeting tent. This time I'm going to grab 1 card and 2 kumis so I can prepare to heal. These can be used during the barracks healing action to remove 2 health, but you can also use it to embolden your fighters and gain an extra strength before you roll die for attacks. So I've gone to the meeting tent, and then I think I'm going to go to the barracks and place this guy. He's free. Sorry, he costs 2 coins, and he gives me an additional coin after taking the silversmith action. So I think that works pretty good. Plus, since I think I've forgotten this character earlier, I gain a card after taking a meeting tent action. So I'll grab a new card there too. He's pretty strong, but I may end up spinning him later for his ability. Okay, now the AI. Oh no, this is exactly what I feared. They are going to go after Chimeria is available. They're going to spend food. They have 2 strength. Yep, and they'll spend as little as possible. So they'll spend that one. And they will defeat that location. Now the AI doesn't get any goods. They just get the points, I believe. You know, I'll put them aside just in case. Check that later. That reveals this location. It's going to remove the meeple because the AI doesn't need meeples. And they're going to get 4 points right now. So moving up to 4. That is just too bad because I was hoping to go to one of those locations. But at least the farm's open now, not the town center. So let's go there, grab 2 food. And then I think I'll take that silversmith action since my new character gives me an extra coin for taking a silversmith, which brings me to 4. 4 more. All right, next one. Chimeria again. Oh, they're going to clean me right out. All right, there. This time, yeah, they're going to do it again. So they're going to spend 2 provisions. They have 1 strength already. They're going to get 4 points. And they're going to clear off this location. Oh man, this is not going well for me. The AI is getting well ahead. Well, I think I'm going to have to go in and fight something. So let's do this. I've got the power. And I'm going to take this location. I have at least 2 guys. I'm going to spend 3 food. You know what? Maybe I should try for harder. I've got 3, 4. No, I only got 5 strength. Let's see. So I'm going to spend 3 food. Now we are going to go, I think, for the single gold, which means I have to roll a gold die along with a red one. So let's see. I've got 5 strength right now. I'm already beating it, so it doesn't really matter what I roll. There is 1 damage. Let's place it on her. I guess she gives me cards if she's killed. And then I gain all these resources. I gain 1 point, and which is not a lot. I'll flip that over and get a gray meeple. So I've advanced a little bit. All right, AI. It's gonna be tough to keep track of. Oh, and they're gonna clear out the first one. No, they can't. They don't have enough food. Okay, excellent. Maybe I can get there ahead of them. So there's 2 more. Since they weren't able to pay the 2 food, they get food. I need to go get some more food right now so I can keep raiding. Unfortunately, they blocked the stables, which means I can't go and buy a horse. I was hoping to buy a horse. I wonder, is there any quests I can complete? I guess I can complete the first one. I potentially have 7 combat worth of cards. That's an easy one, since I have so much card draw. So you know what? Let's go to Cheese Town. And I'm going to complete this quest. I'm going to discard. Yep, I'm going to discard 7 points worth of guys, or 7 combat value. Claim this quest for 4 points. I'm going to keep score of those right away as we play. And on to, and then my second action, I'll pick up here and grab 2 food so that I can move in and hopefully do some more raiding soon. I still need more food though. All right, AI is going to go after Syria now. All right, the 3rd slot. They're going to need 3 food, which they have, 3 combat, which they have. So they're going to do that. They're going to pay the 3. They're going to need to lose this horse. And then they're going to get 7 points. Puts them all the way up to 15. Man, they are getting way ahead here. So that clears off this action, this bot. There's some more. I am not getting ahead very well here at all. All right, back to me. I still need more food. I can't raid anywhere right now without more food. So let's do that. Got 2 more. And then I'm not allowed to go to the barracks. Meeting tent could be good. Or, you know, I've got coins. And I could use that gray meeple. So let's do this. Let's take the chief's tent. And I'm going to spend 2 coins. And one of these wagon provisions. And I'm going to claim this one for 3 points. Not a lot, but I need to get somewhere, right? All right, backing up here, going after Syria. First slot is open. They don't have enough food though, so they're going to grab 2 more. I cannot go to the silversmith. All right, I've got enough food. I've got some combat power, but not really enough to chase after some of the bigger points on the next level down. I could go for the other first one, but I'll be rolling a lot of gold die. So I wonder if it's worth it. You know what? The gold is worth 2 points in the game, so that's probably worth it. Let's get in here. And this time I'm going to have to roll, because there's 2 gold. I got to roll all the gold die. And I've already got more than enough combat power. And here we go. We have 1 wound. Extra 3, so that brings me up to 8 combat power. Totally blow it away. And I get these tasty gold provisions and some cattle. Add to my collection. And that could be a good quest for me too, you know. And let's see, and I get 1 point. Because I've met that threshold. Oh, can't forget free food. All right, where is the AI going next? Persia. Way off to Persia. They don't have enough. Persia is available. They don't have enough food. Also, interestingly, they're going to gain a quest. So they're going to start from the top right and look for quests. So that's going to be this first one here. We're going to go. Yeah, because they don't have the food. That's painful for me. That's 7 points. 22. Ouch. Okay, and I can't go to the town center, which would have been nice. So instead, let's continue with my previous plan. We'll go to the chief's tent. I'm going to turn in the 2 coins and a gold for this quest here, which gives me 5 points. So 14. I'm slowly catching up. Slowly but surely. Oh, and then my second action, I think we're going to go with meeting tent, since I get a bonus card. And I'm going to grab, I think I'll take all 3 cards. Will be good. All right, moving on. Greece. Yeah, there's no way they're fighting Greece right now. So they're going to get 2 food. And I cannot go to the silversmith. That is probably fine. Although, I mean, silver is nice. But I think that will be fine. Let's go to maybe hire some more guys. Or heal. Maybe I should heal. No, you know what? She's got a strength, but she gives me cards. So maybe I'll save her in case I get unlucky. So let's go to, I think, the town center. Yeah, I think we can step this up a little bit. Okay, we're going to discard this guy. And he is going to give me either 2 cards or 2 provisions. So I'm going to take the provisions. And then I'm going to take the farm action for 2 more. So now I am just loaded with provisions. Okay. Greece is available. They have 4 food. They do not have 4 strength. So they're going to take a horse. And I cannot place at the farm, which is fine. I got lots of food right now. Silversmith. I get an extra silver for taking that action. So this is going to be 4 silver for me. And oh, do I want to spend it right away on this? No, maybe not. I do want that gray meeple though, so I can go get a horse. I think the horse is going to be the only way I can get enough power to go fight some of these bigger guys. Or I can convert a cow into 2 provisions and a cumis. Let's do that. Let's convert some cattle into 2 provisions. Sorry, they don't go there. Into 2 provisions and the cumis. And yep, okay. Grease again. Okay, the grease is available. They have 4 food. They do not have 4 combat power, so they're going to grab another horse. I keep forgetting to replenish these. All right, so now they've got lots of combat power. So next time they're going to go pretty far. Stables again. It's always blocking the stables right where I need it. But I don't have a lot of power, so let's go to the barracks and hire some more fighters. So yeah, we're going to hire this guy. He's going to cost 4 coins, but he is worth 4 power, which is pretty good. And then we are going to take, yeah, I think we're going to take the silversmith again. Where are our 4 coins? We're slowly getting there. All right, Assyria. Second slot is available. They have 4 food. They have 3 power. So they spend all that. They're going to have to spend a horse. And the AI is going to get 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And they're going to clear off this location. Unfortunately, I also cannot complete that one, which is fine. All right, I cannot go to Chief's tent. So instead, I will go to... do I want to raid again? I mean, I could go after this one. But I need at least maybe 10 combat. Let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I could probably count on getting a couple more, maybe add a couple kumis in. Let's try it. Yeah, let's go for it. So that is 4 provisions. I have 9 right now. So let's put in 2 kumis. So 9, so 10, 11. That's 11 strength. Maybe I'll get lucky and roll with the higher numbers. And there's a gold there, and I have to roll a white. So let's see what I get. So I'm at 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh my gosh, that was so close. That's painful. Well, do I get any bonus? Oh, gaining a strength when raiding with 1 or more kumis. Oh, you know what? That pushes me over 16. That's exactly what I needed. So there's 4 points for me. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to claim these. Flip that. Grab the gray figure. But however, now I'm taking 4 damage, which is pretty painful right now. So do I kill my fighter to gain the cards? Is that worth it? Or is it worth keeping her? You know what? Maybe I'll kill her. And let's put 3 on this guy. Actually, you know what? Do I still have... I don't have action. Okay. All right. So she's going to die. They get 3 cards if she's killed in a raid. So that kind of makes up for it. And I'm wondering if I drew the one I was hoping for. Oh, remove all wounds from one of your crew. That would have been good. Remove up to 3 wounds from your crew. Okay. Well, now I know what I'm doing next turn. So AI is going to go. They're looking at first slot of Persia. They have no food, so they're going to gain 2. Okay. On to my turn. I still really want to hire some horses. And I can't use the barracks right now. So let's go to the stables. And yeah, eagles or horses? Yeah, I think horses is the way right now. So spend one of these gray resources, whatever that is, stone, I'm guessing. And I'm going to take this horse. He's worth a point, which is the eagle symbol, and 2 combat power. And then I cannot do the barracks, so let's do the town center. And we'll play the remove all wounds from one of your crew members. And heal my tyrant right up. Okay, so we've gone through the AI deck once. Time to shuffle up. And they're looking at Greece again. They do not have 5 food, so they're going to gain 2. All right, and I cannot go to the chief's tent. I do need to hire some more workers, though. And I could use some more provisions. So let's go get 2 provisions. And I'm going to, I think I'm going to take the, oh, I want the birds again. Maybe the birds. What birds do I got? ×2. Oh, yeah. Okay. Let's take this. Oh, that horse is really good as well. ×2. Does that mean it multiplies the power? Oh, it's double their ability when raiding. No. Okay. All right. Let's trade in another gray for this level 3 horse. This guy is going to get lots of power. I could really use that right now. So I go to stables, and then we are going to, let's see. Yep, we'll do barracks, and we're going to hire. Yeah, this is a good one here. Okay, 3 coins. I get 2 strength and rating of a gray worker, which is what I'm going to do next. So that works out. AI is looking at Persia, is available. They have 3 food. They have 3 combat power, so they're going to spend all those things. And they're going to get 8 points. And already up to 36. Now, I do have resources, though, which we're not counting right now. So I'm going to catch up a little bit at the end of the game. Plus, I have like horses and things that are worth a little bit of points. So they've cleared off this spot in Persia. And I cannot go to barracks because that is fine. I'm going to go raid. Now, what's my power? I've got 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And this is without rolling dice. Now, to get all the way into Persia, though, I need some of these brown resources. So let's instead go to Syria. I'm rating up a gray worker, so it's an additional 2, right? So 4, 7, 10, 12, 13, oh, sorry, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. Do I want to spend a cumulus 16? Yeah, let's do it. Let's spend a cumulus 17, 18, because of his building. So I'm basically there already. So let's roll a red and a white. Oh, 3 wounds. No. If I just healed all my guys. Well, at least I got over 20. So I'm going to get 4 points. I'm going to get those much needed wagons. Flip that and grab the gray. Okay. Oh, and I have to pay the 3 food, which I don't think I did yet. Alrighty, AI's turn. Persia. Persia, 3rd slot. They don't have 4 food. Oh, they're going to claim another card going down and from the right. So they're going to grab this one for 5 points. And we can't go to the town center. That is probably fine. I wonder if I can fight all the way up here. I'm going to lose a guy, probably. But that could be a lot of points for me. Or quests. Quests is worth a lot of points generally. They take the points you have and they make them worth more. So yeah, let's do that. I am going to the chief's tent, and we're going to go after this one. So that's 2 cattle and a gold for 6 points. And then I'm going to take the stables, which I keep forgetting to replenish. And let's get some birds this time. Yeah, 2 coins. And I'll grab one of these birds. So that's more combat power. Okay. Greece. Well, they're going after Greece again. They don't have 5 food. They're going to gain 2 food. Okay. So I've got lots of cards. And they have a little bit of provisions. Could really use some more. And maybe some healing. I could use some more kumis. So I could change in a cattle for some provisions and kumis. That's probably a good idea. I hate to use a gray token somewhere else, but maybe a town center ability. So I could gain 3 cards with this one. Gain 1 silver, 1 kumis, 1 provision, and 1 card. You know what? Let's use. I haven't used my leader ability yet. Let's use my leader ability. So there's a silver, kumis, a provision, and a card. And then I'm going to take the chief's tent and change a cattle into 2 provisions and a kumis. Okay. AI is sitting there focused on Persia. They have 3 food. They do not have 4 combat. So they're going to take the first horse and add that to their collection. Combat power. I can't go to the meeting tent. This is fine with me because I am going to go do some fighting. Maybe I should heal. No, if I don't fight, they're going to get there without me, and they're going to run away with it. I don't have that much resources to trade in for quests right now either, so I need to keep pushing. Like, I could do this one. I mean, that does double my points. You know what? Let's. So we'll trade in a brown and a gold for 6 points. And then we'll take the town center action again. And this time, do I have a healing maybe? Oh yeah, I do. Right, remove up to 3 wounds from your crew. So I'm all healed up now. I should probably get maybe 1 more fighter before we take off. But let's see what we can do. Samaria is no longer available, so they're going to gain a horse. Oh, that's the big one too. Is a 3. Oh, that's not good for me. I got to go get in there and start raiding now before I lose my ability to. I can't go to the town center. I could go to the silversmith or the barracks. I don't think there's any quests I could easily complete. Yeah, this doesn't chain well. Okay, all right, well, let's go fight. So here we're looking at love points. Where are we at? 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 without rolling dice. The gold don't really add anything, but they do add points. I could use more the brown ones. So let's go here. Spend a wagon to provision. And we've got to roll 2 reds and a white. I'm going to spend a kumis. So let's see. So it's 1 for the kumis, 2 for his bonus, 6, 79. I'm rating for gray worker, 9. So 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I'm at 19 already. Let's see if I can handle all the way up to 24. 19, 22, 25, 26, 27. Only 1 wound. That is pretty good. So we'll put that here. And I successfully completed this. Get the right worker. I get 6 points because I hit the upper level. And I'm catching up. I'm almost there. All right, going good, going good. This is the second easiest AI, so I don't expect too much from it. All right, Samaria is done, so they're going to take a quest. Going down, going right. Only 2 points. That's okay. That's okay. I'll let them have their 2 points. Now, do I have any quests that I want to fulfill? I could get another horse, like that strong 3 horse. Maybe, oh wait, I can't go to the mean tent. You know what, that is fine. Let's trade in, oh no, the gray is the one I want to trade in. Do I have 8 combat power? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That would be most of my cards. I could do that one. My cards are worth like nothing. So yeah, so let's do that. We'll trade in the gray to get a horse. Maybe we'll get a horse that's worth points. Because if that's, yeah, you know what, the strong horses got lots of strength. It's a bit redundant, I know. And then we're going to turn the quests, and we're going to go 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and trade in this one for 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. I am leading right now. That was unexpected, but we'll see how far we can take it. All right, Samaria again. They can't do it. They're going to go from the bottom left. They're going to claim this one for 6 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are getting pretty close to the end. I believe the AI is done as soon as there are 2 quests left on the board. We'll just confirm that. Oh, you know what? Maybe it's not AI. That's just the base game. Yeah, only 2 settlements left to raid or 2 quests left on the main board. So I've still got a little ways left. Okay, so they've done this. Now it is my turn again. I cannot go to stables. I could use some more cards though. Yeah, let's do that. Since I gained cards from the meeting tent. So 1, 2, 3, because of my special ability. I do have one good strong guy here. Ooh, he gives me points for having more eagles at the end of the game. That's interesting. And I think I'm going to take this action. And I'm going to discard 2 cards. Ooh, no, maybe. Oh, he's got a good ability. Oh, okay, I'm gonna use 1 card for 2 points. Okay, plants. Plans are the plants. All right. AI, Assyria is not available. We're going to move up to the bottom on the right. We're going to take this quest for 6 points. Oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are almost done. So it's when there's only 2 quests left. So we could, in theory, end this if I'm not lucky. Okay, and I cannot go. The barracks is the one I want to go to. No. All right, silversmith. I am still getting 4 coins from the silversmith. And let's hire some eagles, which I keep forgetting to refill. Let's grab the point eagle. Because I'm at the point now. I'm at the time where I need to get points if possible. Okay, AI. Don't clear tent. Assyria again. Oh no. Assyria is not available. Oh, so they get a horse. Okay. Not over yet. They got a lot of combat strength, but it's not over yet. I have my red meeple. I have provision. Not enough provision. I don't have enough food, but I can recruit. I just can't go to silversmiths. This is fine. So I'm going to go to barracks. I'm going to spend 4 coins. Drop this guy, who gives me points for eagles at the end of the game. I feel like that's a pretty nice option. And then I'm going to claim this one, grab a card, and 2 kumis. Or do I want to do provisions? No, I think we're fine for provisions right now. You know what? Before I look at that card, let's instead. No, I need the gray. Okay, we'll do it. We'll do it. Don't take backsies. Unless you want to. All right. AI, where are you going? Persia. Persia. Furthest slot is gone. Oh, they're going to claim a quest. Oh, I have 3 points for them. 1, 2, 3. Since the AI went first, I get to finish my turn. I cannot go to farm. So instead, let's see if I have nothing like cash in on. I don't have enough for a bird. Yeah, let's go to the town center. I'm going to use this card to gain 2 kumis, and then take another town center action. so as the other town center action, I am going to what order is this? I don't think this is going to work. Yeah, I just can't get more birds. That's fine. I don't need more birds. Oh, nope, 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 nope. Okay, that's fine. So other town center action is can't use the farm. So I guess I'm going to have to do the provision-based one. So we're going to discard 2 cards for the brown wagons, and then I'm going to pick up from the barracks. Instead, I'm going to spend a kumis to heal because I have nothing to play. All right, last turn of the game. They're going after Greece. Okay, Greece is available. They do not have 4 food. Okay, AI is getting food this round. That means I get to go and fight in Greece. Let's see what kind of damage I can do here. Shall I go as far in as possible is the question. So gold is worth 2 points. This one is a little harder to get. I have the food. I have the things for it. Yeah, let's go for gold. So combat power, I have I'm gonna spend all my kumis. So that's 4. 5 from his bonus. 9, 13, 16, 17, 20, 21, 24, 26, 28. So we're 28. I think that's pretty good. 28. However, I am going to be rolling all these dice. Come on, big numbers, big numbers. 28. Oh, okay. 32. 37. 38. Ah, not enough for the 40. Okay, at least I get the 9 points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. I claim these things. I spend all this. And then I take damage. So we are going to take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damage. I wonder what that means. People are going to die. Probably. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You know what? That's fine. They are allowed to die valiantly in battle. And that is the game. So now we just add up some final scores. All right, so I already scored their quests. They get remaining horse points. So that's 3. Not eagles. Okay. And then we gain points for mine. So we have 1, 2, 3. And then this is for eagles. So that's 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12 more points. Brings me up to 15. And I just barely won against the easy AI. So that is the game. All right, let's head back up the top and I'll give you some thoughts on it. All right, so that was Raiders of Scythia. It plays excellent solo. Yeah, it's even better multiplayer actually. The AI is very easy to run. You know, it does simulate an actual player, which is nice, by blocking certain actions you're taking, slowly clearing things off the board, and there's a little bit of flexibility. It mostly plays the same each time, but you can increase the difficulty, which is nice. Obviously, there's a little bit more tension over things when you're playing against human players, but it works just fine. Now, comparisons to Raiders of the North Sea, in this version, there is Eagles and Horses, which really adds a neat extra level. And there is no take that cards. Raiders of the North Sea has certain cards that let you directly affect other players. Usually in a Euro-style game, there's not a lot of direct confrontation. You're passively blocking each other, or maybe even attacking, but there's not usually cards that just go, hey, your guy dies, or this happens to you, or you have to pay this. So I'm kind of glad they removed that. Now the art is better, I think, in the Raiders of North Sea. I do like Miko's art very much. This art is okay. You know, I feel like the characters are slightly stilted and less fun than the other one. My only main problem with the artwork, though, is kind of two small things. One is some of the artwork they use for things like provisions. You know, like I'm not sure what they meant to do with this little basket, but it does not really look like the baskets in the game. I mean, maybe it does, but they end up rolling around everywhere and they never really stand up. So, and it's kind of hard to tell what it is. And then they take these resources, which have to be simple shapes because you're drawing them from a bag at the start and randomly placing them. But then they try to add a little extra theme by drawing like a little figure. There's a little bit of like, I don't know if you can see it here, but there's a little bit of extra, like a wagon drawn riding on top of the wooden brown hex. And sure, that works for theme, but it makes the icons all seem more muddy, especially from far away or in low light, which is unfortunate. I really like the artwork on the board. It's a little strange that they've placed the central village actions at the top of the board instead of the bottom, which just means that like I can't rotate this thing, or I'm going to be reaching for the basic actions all the time. It's not so bad in a multiplayer game where you're sitting all around the table. It works. And the components are nice quality. The cards are nice, linen finish, good quality. You know, really everything's quite nice. It comes in Garphill's signature tiny little box, which is definitely smaller than your standard Ticket to Ride box. And I do appreciate the form factor, but like a lot of their games, their games are getting harder and harder to fit back in their boxes. I think they're getting more complicated with each run. The theme, I feel, comes across quite nicely. They are building their horde as they're rampaging further and further west and fighting off different civilizations. And that feeling comes across. It takes more provisions to go farther. You know, it takes more food to travel farther. Their horses are getting more plentiful. They're hiring more specialized workers. They're drinking fermented horse milk, alcohol. They're getting hurt and dying in battle. It really does work. You know, I do appreciate the theme. And Mongols is not something you see a lot of in board gaming. You see a ton of Vikings though. Now the action of placing a worker to take the ability of that location and then removing a different worker really adds some neat back and forth, and it gets even better with multiplayer. And with the AI, you only just have a single location blocked, but multiplayer, there's two locations that are switching every turn. And so by the time it comes back to your chance to play, the state is a little different. You know, maybe that action you wanted can only be done on a pickup instead of a place, which throws the order off a little bit that you were hoping for. And that adds a little extra decision space to it. The dice rolling is okay. I think if you really wanted to push your luck, you could hope for bigger numbers, but I don't think they would change things too much since you are allowed to spend kumis or get cards and horses and things that raise your combat value. If you want to play it safe, like I was pretty much playing it safe, you can definitely do that and do just fine. But of course, if you want to add a little bit of luck in the factory, then you can. Now, the quest tiles are definitely important for points. I definitely underestimated them the first time I played. I went mostly for rating, and at the end of the game, I realized, you're spending a ton of things to raid to get 6 or 4 points, but then you turn in, a gold and 2 coins and get 5 points right there. And even though this is really only netting a 3-point increase, it was still really efficient for gaining points at a minimal expenditure of effort. So making sure you jump on those quest tiles is important to do. So I definitely recommend this game. It is an excellent game. It's definitely in the more advanced category. I wouldn't teach this to people who are not familiar with board gaming. But if you're looking for something that is a little more advanced than you're like Ticket to Ride or Catan, and you're not afraid by the amount of pieces on the board, because really it's just options. The main gameplay is fairly simple to grasp, and there's only a handful of rules really to worry about. I do highly recommend this. And if you're want to see another solo playthrough or in a harder difficulty, please let me know in the comments. This has been Will with the Cardboard Minute, and I hope you have a great week.